Hi guys, I am so excited to introduce to you to today one of our favorite soul campers ever on Transformation Fridays. This is Donna Keeley of Bunk 4. Yay, Donna. So,
Hi.
Donna, thank you so much for being here and sharing your soul camp experience. So, first off, we can just start off. I'd love for you to tell me and everyone what made you decide to come to soul camp.
Well, I was at a time in my life, I was about turning 48, and I was stressed, exhausted, depleted. I was a people pleaser. I was a doormat. I was in a job I hated. I was driving around a car that broke down all the time. I was surrounded by friends who didn't see me, support me. It was just enough. I was exhausted, and I just saw something on Facebook that caught my eye. And I believe the universe sent that message to me.
Yes. And did you have any, resistance that came up, or were you just like, no, I need to be there?
Well, I was actually, the weekend that I was supposed to go, the group of women who I was friends with, I had long-term friendships with 5 women, 15 years, and it was one of their birthdays, and I just knew in my gut, I saw, you should come to this, and I couldn't get that out of my mind, and it was about soul camp, so I just really felt a calling for it, and I got a lot of resistance from them. It kind of, really put it put a lot of stress on our relationship, but I knew that message was for me, and I knew I had to not listen to what other people wanted. I had to listen to what my heart and my gut was telling me.
Wow. So there was external resistance that was showing up for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not me. It was external.
That's so interesting. So
Yeah.
how was that first? So Donna's come to camp 2 times now. How was that first year at camp for you? What was it like when you first got off the bus? Or if you drove in your car, and then what transpired during that time?
So basically, I took the bus, which I recommend because you just get, you get to sit and enjoy the journey. And I met some really awesome people there on the bus, and it just started. And right from there, I just knew, this is something special. I knew it, but I had no idea. I never went away alone. I never went camping. I was I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going for it. I'm trusting the universe on this. And when I pulled up, and the welcome that I received, I just got chills. Everyone so excited to see me because I felt so invisible in my life, but I felt like I didn't belong. And I tried so hard to be seen, heard, and loved, and I couldn't find it. I struggled for it my whole life. And when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited right now. And I got off and I felt the love right away. I just felt it right away. It just impacted me, and just I can even just start to talk about it right now. It just really impacted me.
Yeah, I feel that. It's something so unique and special that is there, and it's hard to describe, right?
You really can. And then even on my way up, I was like, oh my God, I hope the person that I thought I was bunking with one person. I thought I don't like to sleep with others. I have anxiety and all this. When I opened the door and I saw there was all those beds, and I was like, oh my God. And I said, I have to sleep with all these women? But it ended up, those are my best friends. Yeah. That's where my best friends just came from, my soul sisters. That whole experience of bunking with others and sharing the space, and we did goddess cards at night when it was raining. It was the most beautiful experience, and that's why the retreats, I keep it going because I love it so much.
Yeah, so Donna brings together her bunk. So we have cabins of about 10 to 15 women. She brings them together yearly in between camps so that they keep in touch. It's like real camp friends. So can you, Michelle and I always tell the story of the first year when we came up to you and you were laughing with some of your new friends, and we were like, what's going on? What's funny? And you were like, oh, you wouldn't get it. It's a bunk 4 thing. And we're like, oh my God, this is a day after you arrived. This is amazing. So tell me about the bond that formed in your cabin and what that has been like for you.
Well, it's I've been my whole life searching, where's my true vibe? Where are they? But I just settled for less. I've always settled for less in relationships, jobs. I drove a car that was 13 years old that broke down every month. I just, I grew up in a way that my conditions followed, and so did the external. And so when I walked in, Marie was the first one that I met, and I just felt instantly seen, and I saw her, and I was I just felt an energy thing. And all of us in that bunk just really love loved each other up. We just really sought each other. We would always ask, like, do you want to come here? Like, we included each other. There was just so much love. There was no issues. There wasn't like, oh, she's snoring. Like, like it was just all like a lot of love and a lot of laughter and some crying too. It's just absolutely beautiful. So beautiful.
So good. And what we do is we bring together, so like in the bunk, so you came alone, right, that first year?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had put everyone not everyone, but the women that come alone into the cabin, and you see like these communities, these little communities form at camp, and it's just so incredible. So Donna, and you came a second year, so can you tell us like maybe like one or two moments that really stick out for you from Soul Camp? Yeah, either one or two is fine.
Yeah. So I would say basically one that was really important to me was that the way we ate together. Like, I know this sounds like a little crazy, but we would have breakfast, lunch, and dinner with people. And I, like, grew up, I didn't really have a lot of family, so I wasn't used to sitting at a table and, like, having conversations or someone waiting for me to come to the table. So that really, really impacted me, that I had people that held a spot for me at a table, that I sat and had meals with them. It was like such a community feeling that I never had before, and I've been so hungry for it my whole life, like just to sit with people and at a table and eat, like it was just like that little thing, but and the food was delicious and healthy, and just sharing that time with others during the meals just really meant a lot to me.
The meals are so special. And what's so cool about them, that's when the real connection happens, right? It's like you're going to these workshops during the day, but then at the meals you get to sit and have quality time and eat this delicious food and have real conversations about what's going on. So,
and then I'd say like the others, like the fear burning ceremony, like I loved Julie Santiago, and I loved that we started out that way. It was so like sacred and special. I loved at the end with the string, and we all connected in that way. Like, I was like, oh my God, that string like fell off me. I wasn't taking that off for a really long time. But it was just, everything was just so beautiful and connecting, and you were allowed to be free and vulnerable, and you were just, I felt like, wow, I could be myself. I don't have to wear makeup. I don't have to be something else. And it's changed my life completely. Like,
tell us, because this is the exciting thing. Tell us, I know. So one of the two things. Tell us how your life has changed, and then second piece is, we talk about at Soul Camp, the ripple. So you have this weekend, we're really connecting back to ourselves and really discovering who we are, right? But then the point of this is so that we can then go in the world and be the ripple effect and really change other people's lives. So can you share for us how Soul Camp has changed your life and how you're now using that to shift and change others? Yeah.
I just want to backtrack a little bit and say that Soul Camp was the first time where I realized that I thought I was like, I have panic attacks, stress, anxiety. It was the first 4 days that I didn't have any of that. And it made me realize that I don't have anxiety. My life has given me anxiety. The situations are giving me anxiety. So it gave me the 4 days to realize, like, I don't have anxiety. Like, so I was able to go home and say, okay, now I need to change things. And the first thing I did is I bought a new car, which I had a lot of money fear about. I did that. I got rid of 5 15-year friendships, cut them out. I got rid of a 10-year relationship with a boyfriend that was just depleting and exhausting. And then I quit my job, and then I just kept going.
You were cutting out a lot.
Just showed me that my life just kept getting bigger and better, and I was supported by the wonderful sisters that I love so much from Soul Camp, who are my best friends. And with that support and love, I've been able to change my life in a way that I love my life more now, and I'm not stressed, and I'm not anxious, and I'm totally supported by an awesome spiritual boyfriend. I have spiritual friends. I have a great community with Soul Camp. And now what I do is women get empowered. I want them to see that they don't have to live a life that they don't love, and that they don't have to people please, and they don't have to be stressed, and they don't have to be exhausted. They can actually love their life. They just need to make certain shifts, and I want to help them, empower them, and show them, like, these little shifts make one big change and be what you want it to be. You just have to be brave enough and bold enough and express yourself fully and go for it. And I want to help support.
Donna, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. You're such a testament to the power of first off, choosing yourself and what that can then bring forth, but also creating space, right? Like what you said about that, having that 4 days for you to see, to have the foresight to see, oh, I am not anxiety. Like my life is giving me anxiety right now. And then like, boom, to go make those changes. Like you're a testament to what's possible. Like that anything is possible, right? Like it's not like this, you were only experiencing that anxiety for like a year. Like this has been your life.
My whole life.
Yeah.
My whole life. Like
wow.
I had a really rough childhood. You know, like it's been a hard journey.
Yeah.
But I knew, and I'm not the type, like I was in a long-term relationships. I'm not a big person to like change things easy. I have a lot of fear, a lot of resistance, money fear, a lot. Like I'm not that person that's bold like that.
Well, I get it.
Now I'm like, you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta, like. So a lot of women think, you know, like they can't do it, they're afraid, but it's not true. You just have to put the intention out there. You have to follow your heart. You have to follow your desires. And I believe in now following my desires because every time I do that, it brings me closer and closer to really a life that I'm just really excited to get up every day. And I'm just so grateful this whole camp.
Oh my God, you're such a part of the family, and I'm just so. I'm so grateful you are a part of this, and you get to now share all of your gifts, your innate gifts and wisdom with everyone else, and you're just free to do that now, which is just, I mean, it brings tears to my eyes too. So thank you. And Donna, just to wrap this little bit up, is there anything that you would want to share with someone who's maybe thinking about coming to Soul Camp, but not sure if they have enough money or the time? What would you say to them?
I would say I had the money fear with it as well.
Yeah.
But I knew that I needed to invest in myself, and I needed to make this commitment to myself. I had no idea that I was going to have so much fun and meet my best friends and be with this community who I'm still in contact with so many, even through Facebook. Like we all do things, we meet up in certain ways, and I feel like I belong. And if anyone has any apprehension, I would say it's just the ego, it's just fear, it's just the unknown and the uncertainty, but go for it because your life is going to expand, it's going to open up, and you're going to be surrounded by so much love and support. It's going to blow your mind.
Yay! Donna, thank you. I love you so much.
Thank you, too.
Yay.
It's my pleasure to do this because, you know, my heart is all about Soul Camp. Everywhere I go, I'm like, you know about Soul Camp?
I am too. I love you. Thank you.